We have the latest details on the man shot and the man who pulled the trigger. I'm Danica Lewis. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 tonight. Just this afternoon, the Dane County Medical Examiner confirmed the man killed in last night's shooting was Tony Robinson Jr. The 19-year-old Sun Prairie High School graduate died at the hospital after being shot by police. Neither Madison police nor state officials have said where he was shot or how many times. We're also learning more about the officer involved. 45-year-old Matthew Kenny is on paid administrative leave at this time. Kenny was put on leave back in 2007 in connection to another officer-involved shooting on Camden Road. The district attorney cleared him of any wrongdoing in that case, and he even received a Medal of Valor for his actions a year later. This right here is video of Kenny from May of 2013. According to the department's website, Kenny was a part of the Mounted Patrol. He has more than 12 years of experience on the Madison force and was the prime responder to the Williamson Street situation last night. Madison's police chief says he went to visit Tony Robinson's family early this morning, and his mother did not want to speak to him. It was soon after this scene right here transpired. The State Division of Criminal Investigations has taken over the case, but Madison police did tell us that officers were called out to Williamson Street for reports of a man jumping in and out of traffic. Police say Robinson went inside of an acquaintance residence. An officer Kenny followed, and police say Robinson assaulted Kenny at that time. That's when police say Kenny fired his weapon.
Folks are angry, resent, mistrustful, disappointed, shocked, chagrined, and any one of a number of other adjectives you care to use in terms of the circumstances surrounding this tragic death. And I get that.
Madison Police Chief Mike Koval stressed that he and his officers send their sincerest condolences to Robinson's family and friends. And those friends and relatives and community members spent the day protesting and in meetings, speaking out against the shooting and trying to find the best way to handle the situation. News 3's Velena Jones has been covering the story from the beginning. And Velena, what are community members and leaders saying here tonight?
They're asking for justice, and like you said, a lot of community conversations have been happening today. Again, asking for justice and asking for each other to stand united. Most importantly tonight, community leaders are asking for peaceful protest.
I'm mad because people keep denying the existence of racism.
Hundreds of protesters marched down the streets of Madison to where Tony Robinson was shot by police Friday.
Tony Robinson! Tony Robinson! A child, somebody's child, is dead, shot dead by a police officer. There's no other facts that are really important. The fact is he's unarmed and he was shot 5 times.
Others responded with prayer, gathering clergy to discuss how to bring the community together.
To everybody who kept saying it'll never happen in Madison, it cannot happen in Madison, you know, it just showed that, yes, it just did. And so if we're going to make sure that our community doesn't just become another statistic on the map, then we have to be very intentional in making sure that we are addressing the issues.
Robinson's relatives representing his mother read her words to the crowd, all of them still waiting for answers.
At this point, I can't even compute what has happened because it has not yet been real. I haven't even had the chance to see his body to make it real for me yet.
Conversations and protests have remained peaceful but passionate throughout the day. Demonstrators say they will continue to demand justice from police.
It's up to the police if this stays peaceful. It is their practice of violence that got us here.
We definitely don't want to be MIA.
Madison Police Chief Mike Koval committed to being transparent about the investigation and says police will do what they can to facilitate legal and respectful protest.
If nothing else, people need to tell me squarely how upset they are with the Madison Police Department, as many have.
Faith leaders that met at the Christ the Solid Rock Baptist Church today committed to working with the Young, Gifted, and Black Coalition, saying they will join them in rallies, meetings, and conversations going forward.
And I know we will be sure to follow those as well.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
Right. Velena, thank you so much for your reporting throughout all of this.